Next game, Friday night, Brazil. All right. You've heard me. Anybody that's been listening to me has been saying I'm expecting a little bit of a down year from the Chiefs. Not like out of the playoffs down, but like not winning the AFC West. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. There's things about the Chiefs that concern me. I know their offensive line will be better, sure, but I don't know what else is going to be better. That's what I question here going forward. Now, it stinks they lost Xavier Worthy, and I know when Rashee Rice gets back, they're going to be dangerous. And hopefully they can be what they envision what they want to be when he does get back. But my bottom line with the Chiefs here and everything we saw is, what are you scared of with the Kansas City Chiefs right now? What on either side of the ball? Please tell me. I'm not sure, right? I think there's a little bit of, I look at Steve Spagnuolo, he's the man, right? He does a lot of things there. He's one of the best D coordinators in the history of football. But do I think the league might be catching on to some of the things he's doing? Yeah, because he's so great. The league is stealing things of what he does, and now teams copycat that. So then the teams that play the Chiefs are like, hey, we saw this team do it. We saw that team do this. So it's not as much of a shock. The Chargers were certainly very comfortable in their game plan there. But my Chiefs point either way, I like Hollywood Brown, but does he make a defensive coordinator and a defense change their defensive scheme as they game plan during the week? No. Travis Kelce, those days are done. I'm sorry. They can't run the ball. All right? That's an issue. Is that going to continue? I don't know. But Mahomes can't be the leading rusher on the football team. I know that. So I sit here with the Chiefs and go, I know they're good. And I know they got championship merit. I don't know if they got enough difference-making Jimmies and Joes on both sides of the ball right now. That's what scares me. On defense, Chris Jones is still really good, but again, not the game wrecker and the guy that you got to totally change your game plan around for like you had to a few years ago. And on top of that, we talk about the Chiefs' concerns. Justin Herbert, right, I think made the biggest statement of the whole weekend. All this talk the last month, is he elite? How good is he? He's chokes in the playoffs, all that type of stuff. Man, he was on a mission the other night. Kudos to him, Jim Harbaugh, Greg Roman. They came out throwing, knowing the Chiefs would be expecting the Chargers to run, knowing the Chiefs, they always play to stop the run and crowd the line of scrimmage. That's usually the number one thing Spagnuolo does. He goes, you're not going to run on us. We're going to stop that first and go from there. I thought the game plan was phenomenal, and the biggest thing is you saw Justin Herbert. And my number one complaint about him, he's awesome in the pocket. He makes plays, boom, awesome. But sometimes the gift and the curse is when you're so big, right, you just stand in the pocket and go, I can see, I'll take the hit, I don't care. Like we sometimes talk about the running quarterback, if the first guy isn't open, they just run. It's the opposite sometimes for the big quarterback like a Justin Herbert. He goes, wait, I don't need to run, I can just stand here and make the throw. But the aspect of his game that doesn't match up with the other elite quarterbacks in football, Burrow, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, is the extending of plays, the backyard plays, the scrambles and runs, the scrambles to buy time and make throws down the field. We saw more of that. That's encouraging, plus the Chargers receivers. If Quentin Johnson can catch the ball, and some of these rookies can come and start to have a presence from their offense, watch out. The Chargers got a little mojo. They certainly do. I felt it on the field in the Hall of Fame game. I think they believe they have a good football team. They look good, but I am going to say it again. The Chiefs are good, don't get me wrong, but I do think there's a lack of a scary aspect on their football team on both sides. And you saw in the game too, the Chiefs offense was not a high-functioning machine. A lot of the big plays were just Mahomes making magic by himself, not the offense delivering plays and him going, okay, good job, offense. I made a good throw, right read, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the big plays were Mahomes making magic through his individual skill set, and that's just not going to get you to the promised land when it's all said and done. Yo, homies, it's time to watch some games. That's right. We're on to the NFL season here with Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, Sunday night recaps after every game, and much, much more.
Thanks for watching. Peace out, homies. Remember, subscribe. Peace out.